I can bring my tablet for me, please. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's go and edit this image here. Alright, I think you all could hear me even if I'm talking soft. Alright, so let's go. I'm gonna create a duplicate layer and minimize this just a bit. I'm gonna change that somewhere. Alright. So there are a few things I want to get rid of. Wow. Alright. Let's liquify. Start by the face. She's squinting a bit when we took the picture. So I could just like make it larger. Bring that is right. And I'll take in that face. I know so. I know how to go in. Nice. You can make these lips nice and thick. Alright, that chin can go up. Yes. Alright, let's get to the body now. Okay, just really trim this down here. Just pull the scene gently and take our time on this. That's right on this side, yeah. Alright. I think what I'd like to do though is go back in Photoshop and Lightroom because I want to see the original picture. I find it have some, like, I know I edited it to give to the client, but it had some things I could have fixed. I want the rawest version of this photo. Alright, so it says 1, 2, 3. And I might take this one instead. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. You could crop the rest after. So we get like an auto on this side. The auto ain't too good. I'll bring up the shadows because wow, that was dark. Alright, and yeah, I could export this. Now I was doing one with but I don't like the eyes in it. Maybe do this one. But the eyes, right? Alright, so let's go back to let's come out of here. And let's go to Photoshop. No, I don't want this one. File, open. Let's start with this one instead. Control and J twice. Zoom out and go to liquify. Oh, she has a few buttons well, so let's head with the face. Let's bring down her forehead one time, close in her face some more, bring in the chin, make the smile wider, fix the lips, make the nose smaller, the eyes bigger. Alright. Now let's head to the liquify tool. So we don't have much to do liquifying here. Let's bring out the waist a little bit more. Alright. Now the thighs. I will need the blow tool to make this side bigger. Alright. We need it here too. angle should turn kind of tricky. Alright. Now we could use the pocket tool to make the stomach area smaller. Alright. Then let's go to the bloat again. That's about it. Before and after. Before and after. Before and after. Alright, so we have the before and after here. What I would like to do though is get my dimensions and check one time. I think this looks like a good space, so we're good. Right. So you have a lot of things to clear up. So let me just make a adjustment layer, like just a layer, and go with the healing brush, and we are going in one time to clear up everything. I'm hitting this light on one time, and let's go. I will need the front sizes of the brush for this. Looks like an allergic reaction now. Before and after, we're doing some good work already. This isn't too hard. It's more visible, it's not hidden. So like it's not like it's not visible, and when we zoom out it's there. It's not like that. Alright. Alright. The lights on mode on spatula brushes working very effectively, because I am forgetting the areas that I passed already. It's making it look like, you know, it was natural and this is how she always look, but this is what we did right here. Alright. Whoa. That was a lot. Normally I use my tablet for this, but you know, I'm getting through with this brush. I'm getting through the brush. How was the week last week? How you guys been? I like editing in Photoshop. I like editing on the whole There's the videos also. But I just zoom in closer and make the brush smaller. Let's just get some of these tricky areas. Before and after. Get in there, man. Some kind of like hidden, just a bit, not too much. I'll have to zoom out a little bit to see some of these marks. Not a good old fashioned there we go. Let's check it before and after. Before and after. Yeah. Like trying to make things look perfect. I didn't know that till today. Just want everything perfect for the perfect situation, you know? Or make situations kind of perfect. And when I plan, I don't really like things not to go as planned, but that's always be, you know? Come here and chat with you all. One of the best tips for cleaning skin is to make sure your monitor is already clean. Yeah, so before and after. Let's check this area here. We have majority of this stuff laid down there now. There's this little boo-boo here. It looks like a burn from an iron. You can take out this mole and this mark on this hand. Alright. And we get in there. Is there any on the stomach area? Maybe just a tad bit. Some little hairs and things, but through frequency separation, that will come off. Alright. Anything on the leg? Yeah, she have a little, some open pores here, and some multi-shaded tones. Oh, I didn't want that. Let's zoom in here. And this pic taking some cleaning time. Okay. Before and after. Let's zoom, let's check here now. There are no strings hanging and those things there. Nothing much here now. Let's check this on here now. Alright, so you have a mark there. I keep readjusting the brush to fit just more or less a little outer perimeter of whatever I'm doing, or I make bigger circles with the brush. Alright. Some lines escaped. Let's check the neck area. Oh, the face has some. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Right. So before and after, that's pretty good. Let's get to the face. Let's handle this side of the face, right? Would the lighten work? Yes, the lighten work, but I feel like it has other tones there, so I'll just set it to normal and just start a clean up. Alright, there we go. We're getting in there. Let's see, before and after. Nice and steady, take our time. Maybe age. As a young person. Legal person, of course, but young and legal, so it gives room to, still having breakouts. That's majority of the pores. Alright, so let's go now more here. Clean up the little stray hairs too from the braids. So you have some different tones there now. So the buttons here are a bit more tricky. Just take aside and just have it clear. Just get through it. It'll take your time and get through, but just take your time and just pick a side and start to clear the whole entire area. Little mistakes, clean up after with other tools or other operations. Have some loud tones, man. Pore area, yeah. I didn't know there's a feedback. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we get in there. Nice and steady. Getting through. This majority of the face and it's just by like the chin area, I think this cleaning layer was very, very important. And this could not be skipped or done halfway for the amount of, little fine buttons there. Really, a lot of fine buttons. Alright, so I could deal with some stuff in the background too. I find certain things are very distracting. Let's see if I could take out this sign. If not, I'll just leave it. Not trying to overdo it, but wow, what is this here now? Right, so I don't like how that came out, so I'll use another tool, right? Let's use the clone Sam tool, and we're cloning all layers. Messy, right? More than one way to do it. Let me just on the selection tool. From here. And just kind of make it larger. And give me a next one. Control and T. I'll just use the brush tool to kind of feed it in. It's a bit too much. Just the edges are one kind of smoother or blended. Anyways, it's going to blur anyways. So right, I want a layer here. I just use the brush and kind of blend this out there. And it's too much. Right, so it's kind of like build a little cupboard there. Alright. Is that there? That looks neater. We could remove the electrical there. A bit distracting. Not much for the rest. Real cleanup. I'll blur this background for sure. Alright. Then, oh, that post. Ew. Post you. There's a little dirt and stuff. Whoa. And that whole little side could go. Alright, then do that how I wanted it, but it's kind of better. Just hit Control Alt E, turn off all the layers and before and after. Alright, let's get to the frequency separation. Group. Oh man. I'll put 5.8. That's my sweet spot. And the next layer we would apply image 6 to subtract linear light. That should be cool. Hit L on the keyboard and that's the lasso tool. So let's see what we're working with here now. So we have the forehead area, yeah. So let's see what beautiful results you could come by with frequency separation, yeah. And that's it. Let's try 14, and I might even go for 21. Alright, nice. That actually, like, whoa. So from this to this, so let's zoom in a little closer. From this to this. Don't like how this patch right here is, so I'm gonna alright, so let's zoom out. Nice. We will have to do some correction with the skin tone, which is 1, because I have a lot of shadows on her face. Nice. Now the neck area, I really go ham on the neck area. As a matter of fact, I said 35. As like it's so clean and smooth, like, you know. Alright, so let's do this area here now. And that's too much. 21 looks good to me. Oh yeah. 4 and after, yeah. Now I don't wanna go too close to the edges, so what I might do is just like this area here. I'm way better than before. Alright, that's a bit too close. I put that one a bit too close, so I'll just do it smaller. Move it away. Alright, nice. And then do like up here and below here now. We'll do all these together. Alright, nice. Let's minus a little bit on the top here. Alright, so the arm area now. Oh, that looks good. I'll clean that up well. I don't like the hands being too strong, so alright, so it's clean up pretty well. I'll have to go in after again. I would really have to pay attention to some dodging and burning. Let's zoom in some more. All right. Let's minus everything here. There we go. And then we can take back some of this elbow area here. Yeah, that's nice. Zoom in some more. And we could kind of do this here with the hand. Alright, so this is before and after. So let's move this here. Before, after, before, after. We did a huge piece of work on that. Wow. I actually want to do some work on the pool. No pun intended. Clean up that pool because that pool in focus. Yeah. Right. That looks good to me. Right. What I would like to do though is get our next layer and kind of take care of this here. And yeah, she has a lot of frizzy here, boy. Oh, some of the braids. Right. I could cut that out of time. Yes. Whoa. I take my time with this part here. I may have to choose like darkness, huh? So blender mode dark, was the right pick, eh? I'll see about that after. Alright. Let's do some dodge and burn. Let's go in there. Dodge. This is a brush through. Alright, and the light is coming from this side here. Alright, Control and G. Alright, so we're getting somewhere, man. That light is effective. That's the smiling there. So a little more. Come down here. So a little bit on the nose area there. Let's go to burn one time. And let's go to dodge as well. The burn, I want that on the nose too. Come down here. Yeah, this is more like a sheep, you know. Alright, let's put a little light on the lips there. Alright, so before and after. Alright, so this breast bosom area, supposed to be light. Alright, shoulder light, across the shoulder light, going down the hand light, across here light, across here bright. Could do some burn too. On the outskirts here. Alright. And right above in this corner here. I could shape the breast some more. Nice. So put this beam here. And one going down from here. and we could actually burn the two sides, and we could just, it'll show up. Alright. That's a 30. I don't want that dark. Actually, I may want that light. Yeah, I want that see-through. Alright, let's go back to like some of the details like the fingernails and thing. Nice. I want a little definition here. You can start with 10 and bring that in. And darken the whole top layer here. Alright. Put that like 30 for up here. You know, between the fingers. And burn the rest. And I want a little light here too. Bam, 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 bam. On the lips, a little more light too. Alright, just a little thing by the smoke there. Alright, that could come off. Yeah, what I'd like to do though is get a brush through, select under here, and 10% just paint over these eyes here. Just kind of tone down this. How much bag she have, and the frequency separation I would go in with the lasso tool and cut it underneath here. I'll just like 7. Alright, that's much better. Alright, do you have some misuse on top here? But I have no idea what this is. Let's see, 14. Alright. She drew on her eyebrows, but it's not like part of it doesn't look like really here. Catch what I'm saying? I have to neaten it up though. So underneath I'll pass like this brush here. and kind of lighten that side there. I actually have to get like it's a lot of cleaning. This is it's a lot of cleaning. Alright, dark mode is the best option there. So I should choose like normal and this so that like try that again. It's just this. Have to be a little more specific with the brush. Nice. Before and after. I kind of clears up that spot. It still has something here though. Nice. I may need to like use the brush and kind of like just paint. I want to like kind of conceal that area there. Alright, let's do some eyelashes. I always go like 30. So I do the whole bottom of the lid here and drive it home. And then I minimize the brush and I do like these simple strokes coming out here. And then I do the top now, following patterns. When the light hits the eyelashes, it gives it a kind of more faded look, not as dark as this looks. So, and it was taken in the night, so it has a lot of flash and you know these kind of things. Alright, so that is good. Now up here I could do on top here, then here, and then still come down here because of the angle that's not being shown here. Nice. That's before and there's after. Let's go into the face. Before and after. Before and after. Let's do a little more light here, boy. And on top here. You know, I could do some like 70 in the corner here. And put that little shimmer there. Give her a better makeup look. Alright, so before and after. And bam 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 bam. Yeah, that's about it. Woo! Dodge and Boone could do it, I will touch here. To shape the cleavage. Alright, that looks good to me so far. The hair, I could just do like a layer of black. Oh, this. Oh man. I wanted to the select tool and just run it like here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Get all here. Right, and we could minus, yeah. Right, dx. Nice. Looks good to me. All right, now blend and mode. Let's see, start from the whites. Alright, Control and D. So here gets that nice rich black color. B with the brush tool, X. Alright, so now we could color the hair even more. Sort of follow the strands, right? We could put a layer mask here. X. Alright. Put that to 20 and just kind of cut this. So here gets that black color. X 0. Alright, so let's paint some black now. Alright. So it's coming to come. Alright. I want this part revealing. So X. Alright. Click. One after. Alright, and I'll put a layer mask here. And like 10 and bring it down. I should put overlay. Soft light. Soft light looks more appealing, right? Shine top here now. Nice. So Control Shift Alt E. Let's group all these for now. And there we go. We're getting closer to where we want to be. Selective color, and I'm gonna say on this layer, select subject. I'm gonna work on the red skin tone, right? And X, and Control and I. Oh no, Control and D, and then Control and I. So working on this skin tone, right? It's a bit dull though. There we go. Yeah. And then the yellows. Nice. Before and after. That's good to me. Alright, and now we're going to do colors, basic colors all around. So I started white. And let's add that nice tone there. Let's add that little thing. Alright, let's go for the neutrals now. Nice. And let's go for the blacks. Right, so bring it down. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Lovely. All right, that's way more elegant than before. All right, so I'm gonna use my Retouching Pro panel. Let's see what we could do here now. So I'm going to go on eyes, whiten eyes, B for the brush through. Alright. It's a bit much. So get it to like about 65. Alright, so before and after. Alright, lovely. Nice. And we go with the color. And I always like this one. So I'll go with this one. Alright, nice. Black people, now I could use this to paint around the eyes. Alright. Iris. What does that do? Okay. Control and backspace. One, two, three, four, five. Let's close this. There's some reflections there. It's a hexagon. Control and T. Alright, and we put in this in the eye. Alright, Control and J, Control and T, and I'm moving that across this side as well. Alright, so it gives us a little bit of detail in the eyes. Final touches for the eyes. Let me just undo that. Close these layers here. And then press final touches again. Nice. The iris color, the color could drop to like about 65 always. All right, now let's go to lips and teeth. White teeth, right? All right, so we don't want that here. This is the eyes. Could rename this. Let's go to the whitening of the teeth. Yeah. Right, so now I'll press X and just hover above and, you know, take it off of the bracers. It's just too strong, so let's drop this like and bring that smile in. So 60, let's do 55. Alright, so before and after. Wow, what we could do is kind of take it off like the gums, make sure it doesn't have any gums, and the bottom here we could leave here without it. Yeah, nice. So before and after. Wet lips. Alright, just so. Maybe he doesn't know what that is. Anyways, lip glue. It's lip glue X. Add lipstick. I don't want anything darker. I want something lighter. Is this one lighter? I could put this under lip glue. So it's like 4 and after. So I could drop it to like about 35. Alright. And put some on top. Alright. 4 and after. And if you have to multiply, let's see. like about 20. I guess I thought that does work. Alright. Let's just get retouching. Alright, so let's just paint to the brush and see what gives here now. Yeah. There's some ears to get rid of here. The hair removal, kind of crazy, kind of wacko, but I'm going to separate the background anyway, so. Any facial layers, so remove. Another, eh? I didn't even check that. Oh, so this removes the hair and parts of the body. Whoa. Pretty cool. I use this for other things. Alright. Let me get some skin glow going there. And be very brush through. Yeah, that's on full. And let's go for some right underneath here. That's a bit too much. Mm-hmm. Face sexy change color. I have a background one here. But I prefer to do the next way. Alright, so let's hit Control Alt and E. Alright. Let me group everything. Alright. We're gonna select the subject. Right. And we're gonna go with the selection brush, and that's how we're gonna cut out this excess here. Alright, so I have to make this brush smaller or something. That's a mistake. I could paint it in after. I could paint it in. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. Oh no, it didn't select this part of her stomach. I'll have to put this sign because in all essence sign and yeah, a lot of use the whole thing. Expand 21 should be good. Right. Image, edit, content away from. Okay. Alright, so that looks good to me. Alright. So what I want to do is, if I could merge these two, and there's the background, and this background, and this right, and this layer now. Anyways, I'll have to do it on the two, but I'm glad I have this selection, right? Nice. Just Control and J. See if I convert this as smart object. Alright, no, that's a mistake. Everything. Convert smart object. Then do blur gallery, Irish blur. No, not this one. Blur gallery, tilt shift. Nope, I don't want that one. Filter, blur gallery, fee, path blur. Alright, so up here, down here, let's shift this. So I want this higher up here, and this one higher up here, and this one lower down here, and this one lower down here. I kind of like. Or we could just close this in one. Right. Apply that blue and then apply Control I. Alright, so you just get a nice blue effect. I put so in focus as use the B for the brush tool and all this here, yeah. Oh shit. Alright. I forgot to minimize, guys. Select. Alright, okay. Oh, I like getting some trouble now. Alright, other. Minimize. Alright, that's good to me. Let's do it only like that. Let me just set the ISO up to that should be good. Alright. Yeah. So let's put our background there. I find this looks more natural using a Gaussian blue 21. Alright, 14 was better. So there's the background, yeah. Now I could go with the brush tool and trim off those parts. So let's hit X. That's how I clean up right here. Alright, so that's how I decided to clean her hair up. And we are getting some awesome results here. Yeah. Excellent. Alright. So alright, so piece of her head get jump off there. That's nice. That's just show white. Oh, this minimizer sharp, right? Alright, I have some little residues, man. Alright, so between here now, X, as a matter of fact, this whole section could show though. Let me select that. X, control and X. Yeah. Control and D. So it looks more natural. The hairs here, I will have to take a brush on it to like 10. Not that. This out of all. It's kind of trying to give it a faded finish. Take it like 10 and zoom in and just fade it. Alright, I think that's it for her. Shifting. Nice. So let's check the before and after. I would really like to do that, like darken the background. Darken it just a tad bit. Let's try this on too. Let me still get another nice blue. Let's see if I put these in a group. So look at this. Whoa, what's going on there? I have some stuff on the clothing that I want to remove. Don't need a retouching panel for that. I'll use this and so to go wrong and clean. That's a bit too much. And the dust particles. Alright, so Control Shift Alt E, finishing up here. Select subject, and we will go and do detailing. Alright, so let's do our overlay. Fill with gray. Oh no. I want a separate level layer. Fill with gray. And overlay is the thing. Alright, so zooming in here now. I want that area that gone by. I have no detail. I could use the face, right? Alright, filter. Noise, add noise. Added the noise. Let's put this layer here. And you see it's no longer there on that side, right? Then we could blur this to 1.5. Alright, and then we also add stylize, emboss. Alright, okay, and that is a skin tone, but it's a bit too strong. So well, normally select is like around 35. So you could see V. You can see I have a skin tone there now. Within the forehead area there too. And within by the legs there. Alright. Oh man. Alright, let me use the brush tool. Right. Nice. And then we're gonna do everything layer. Group. Before and after. And we're gonna do a sharpening mask with the selection here. Where do you have this guy? All right. And we go into image adjust image brightness, take that contrast down, and then we're going to filter other high pass. Alright, that looks good to me. So let me use linear light. So this is extremely sharp right now. I'm gonna use another layer, and this goes underneath and this goes behind. Alright, so this layer is on the entire photo. Alright, and I'll drop this to like 30. So before and after. And I can turn on this one here now. Alright, so as a matter of fact, I could leave it on the whole image. And 65. Alright. Let me try 35. Alright, and I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear to be sharpened. Alright. Neither this part of the bosom. Alright. Let's have a color balance. So in the shadows, I want blue. Oh wow. It's a tad bit of blue. Okay, give me some green and some cyans. We can put this to 0. So let's before and after. And then in the mid-tones, you could give me some yellow. And then I'll take some reds and a bit of magenta. And then in the highlights, I would take some, that's a bit of yellow, not too much. So kind of finishes it off beautifully there. Before and after. Before and after. Alright. Let me try, let me try a camera raw filter. Alright, so I don't have a problem with that. Neither the colors, the effects. Alright, so let me see if I could vignette. Alright, so I want to add a little vignette, right? Yes. Scroll. Alright, before and after. Color mixer, no. Color grade, no. Detail. Optical. Lens blur. Let's see if I can get a lens blur here. Wait for it to load. Wait, I don't. And what? Yeah, well, yeah, give it now. Yeah, if you go for it. Let's see now. Alright, this is taking out tool on the computer. So, alright, that's not bad. Alright, that looks good to me. Where's the vignette setting? Alright, and I add the optical lens. Alright, it's okay. And I think I'll roll in with that. And now, before and after. Before and after. Let's zoom in. Before and after. Before and after. Alright. That's it, guys. So just put my logo and we'll be good to go. Alright. That's it. Let's export this. Oh, is the battery live there? Is it pretty live? So let's change this to 2048. I think you can fry it down. You want to fry it? Alright, let's go. Save. And guys, that's it for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and tune in to the next one later. Thanks for your support.